Miyamoto Musashi is probably the greatest samurai swordsman who ever lived. He's certainly the most famous one, both in Japan and the rest of the world. His duels are the stuff of legends, and once a year, a small festival is held on the island where his last duel took place. In 1612, on the small island known as Ganryujima, two of the arguably greatest swordsmen of the time, or perhaps of any time, met in a duel to the death. One was Miyamoto Musashi, and the other was Sasaki Kojiro, known as the Demon of the West. Kojiro was known for his use of a long sword, known as a nodachi. To counter this, Musashi did not use his signature style of the two-sword technique that he is famous for. Instead, on the journey over to the island, Musashi carved an oar into a rough-shaped, oversized wooden sword. Legends say Musashi arrived hours late to the duel to offset his opponent and to use the setting sun to his advantage. Today we can reach the island faster with modern boats, some of which have pirate flags. Arr! 400 years earlier, these waters witnessed another famous historical event, the Battle of Danora, where the Genji clan completely destroyed the Heike family. Thousands of samurai warriors met their deaths in battle here. On the day of the Ganryujima festival, you can watch young Miyamoto Musashis in training practicing kendo. And watch a banana participate in a tug-of-war. It's Japan. The highlight of the small festival is the short recreation of the famous duel. I say short because the duel itself was quite short. When Musashi finally arrived, hours late, supposedly an angered Kojiro threw away his scabbard. Musashi claimed Kojiro had already lost for doing so. The reason for Musashi's late arrival, his unkempt appearance and shabby wooden sword, was all part of his strategy to provoke his opponent into anger and thus unnerving him. It seems to have worked because Kojiro is said to have sneered at Musashi's oar sword and was goaded into striking first. Kojiro only managed to cut the towel that Musashi used as a headband. Then Musashi leaped up and brought a crushing mortal blow down on Kojiro's head.
小次郎との間合いをわずかにかわした武蔵は4尺2寸の木刀を小次郎の頭上に鋭く振り下ろされた小次郎はその場に倒れ、類いまれなる剣豪剣士の戦いはあっけない幕切れをもし
Some versions say Kojiro still rose and tried to cut at Musashi again, but Musashi finished him off with a blow to the ribs. Either way, the famous duel was over, and Sasaki Kojiro was dead. 巌流島に陣を張っていた小次郎の門弟子弟に追われるようにこの場を逃げ出した。Miyamoto Musashi would never fight another duel again after this, and he died in his 60s after writing the Book of the Five Rings, which helped to seal his legacy as one of the greatest swordsmen who ever lived.
巌流島の決闘の再現でした。ありがとうございました。